Hi, this is Rob KG4EHL. Welcome to Super Tech Info. Just starting a YouTube channel, and I want to put a couple of videos out there. This is going to be a little out of sequence. I'm showing on the screen N1MM. Typically, I would show you how to install that, but we will do that in a future video. I wanted to get to this video first, where we are setting up Fldigi to work with N1MM so you can decode Morse code. During contesting, sometimes the code is sent very quickly, and so it's kind of nice to have a decode there that you can refer to if maybe you didn't catch the call. And it also enables another feature that I think is pretty cool. We'll jump in here real quick, and under the config, I have an ICOM IC7300, and I just want to quickly show what I have set. Now, the reason I'm showing this is because I have one USB cable carrying the audio as well as the CIV, or the control of the transceiver, to also include sending CW. So I just wanted to show these configurations. Your COM port might be different. Mine's COM7. And by the way, if you have an ICOM IC7300, have your drivers set up ahead of time. You can kind of see the configuration here, but under settings, you'll see I have 115/200, the fastest speed that's available on the ICOM. And there's another reason in another video for that, so keep an eye on that for a future video. Parity none, 8 data bits, 2 stop bits. DTR is set to CW, and RTS is set to PTT. Now, you'll want to match that on your radio. And again, that'll be in a future video. All right, we're going to click OK here and click OK here. Let's set up Fldigi. Now, here's the thing. I've already set Fldigi up, but I will show you the screens that you're going to see when you launch it the first time. So I wanted to make sure that it worked before I recorded the video. But again, I'll show you the screen. And by the way, you'll notice the frequency here, 7047.50. W1AW is sending. So I wanted to be able to be on a frequency that you can see the decode. So we'll get this started here. Hopefully before W1AW is done for the evening. All right, so to launch the Fldigi, or to see the CW reader, which is what we're going to use with Fldigi for, you'll come to Window, CW Reader. Now, I don't have to set up any other COM port sharing or any other details. This runs through the one USB cable that is controlling carrying the sound, as well as the control for the transceiver. Ignore that for now. We're having a COM port issue. That's on my side. But I want to show you that what you will pop or see on the screen. When you set this up the first time, you will see a screen like this. So under this screen, and this is probably the most important screen, you'll want to install Fldigi. You don't need to set up the Fldigi the rig control or anything. Just install Fldigi. You might be wanting to install FLRig, but for this, you don't need to do that. So you'll click Enable, set your alignment frequency. I tend to like 600 hertz. Match this frequency, these hertz on your radio for what alignment, what frequency you're using for Morse code or CW. Lower sideband, and then you simply browse to the program file, the fldigi.exe file. And then once you do that, it will open up Fldigi. It should launch here for us. Okay, we see it here in the screen. All right, so now I'm not decoding anything here at the moment. What you want to do is, because you set your frequency, select Align. And you'll notice that the decode bar has moved to 600 hertz. And you'll see, let's clear this frequency here. You can see that we're receiving. You have a squelch over here to the right-hand side. Now it's being sent very slowly, I believe. Not sure if you hear that. It is decoding. Well, your decode might not happen right away, and I'll tell you why. What you need to do is when FLDigi opens the first time, it's going to give you this screen. Now, I just selected this screen, but when FLDigi opens the first time, it's going to give you the operator station detail to fill out. Now, this is what I filled out. You can do, you don't have to continue or finish this, but I did because I'm going to use FLDigi for some other things. So you'll want to finish this, and then you'll be given an option to go to this configuration menu. You'll want to come to rig control, or I'm sorry, sound card. Go to sound card on the left-hand side, go to devices, and you want to set the capture. All right. So in this case, for capture, you want to capture the microphone, the USB audio codec, and that will be the microphone. That's what you're listening on to get the audio through the USB cable. Okay, and typically in this case, I'll set speakers USB audio codec. So that's the audio codec that is the part of the driver for the 7300. Right? Click save and close, and this will be decoding. Now, again, it is going very slow. That what's W1AW is sending, we'll find another frequency. And in doing so, I want to show you another detail. So I'm going to change my frequency a little bit here, and I want to show you how to set the squelch. So you see how you're just getting a bunch of noise now, right? That's just the baseline level here. So on your squelch, you want to set on the right-hand side this squelch slider just a touch above the green mark here, okay? And so why is so that when you land on a frequency, let's find another frequency here. All right, let's see if we can zero that in. The 600 hertz. You can see the green bar is showing the signal coming through. And as you can tell, now you're getting a decode. Okay, now I don't know who that is, and I'm not necessarily listening through it. Okay, it's Tony. There's someone having a conversation. Guess if it's. So they're not sending super fast either. Well, a little bit. So that's how you set up the decode. Now, the cool thing is, and let's see if we can find, I'm getting a bunch of static crashes here. Let's go back to W1AW. Let's see if they've increased their speed there. So I've turned my frequency back to get back to W1AW. They're fading out a little bit here. Let's see if we can find somebody. I want to show one of the big benefits of doing this. Now, just like um, just like everything else, the decode accuracy is based on how good the code is being sent. That's why it's very important to learn CW and how to decode it in your head. Um, Again, this is really designed to give you a way to be able to decode and maybe do a validation of what you are hearing. Okay, so I'm not seeing call sign, so I'll just give you an example. So when a call sign is decoded here, you can click on it and it'll automatically put it in your contact window up here at the top. So that's kind of cool. That makes it easy. And if you have the decode, if you have the call sign in the call code, if you are responding or on a run and you select his call, or you're sending your response, it will know what frequent, what call sign to send to or what the other person's call sign is. So that's a little bit of a trick to be able to get that um, to to work and make your decodes and workouts a little bit faster here. So QST. Oh, here's one. W1AW. All right, there you go. So we see it highlights in red the call sign. So if I click on that, it automatically drops W1AW up here in the into the call sign for your contact. There's a whole bunch of shortcuts that can go along with this in N1MM. We will talk about those in future videos. Thank you for bearing with me on this first video. I'm just getting started, and I like talking about this. So I'm technically not. I'm just really not using a script. Okay, so bear with me. Provide any feedback that you have, constructive feedback if you don't mind. I'd appreciate it. And I hope to catch you on the air and thank all of you for watching my channel. All right, take care. We'll see you the next time.